Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So it is currently Sunday the 7th, I believe. So this is very pre-recorded, but a lot of my videos kind of have been recently because I'm trying to get ahead of myself and have a bunch of things recorded for when school starts. First off, just pointing it out, I did re-dye my hair. Yay! I'll talk more about that later. Also, I don't feel very good, so this is not on my tripod. Lighting is a little different because you're on a stack of books on my desk right now. But I'm going to be doing the ThrowBack Tag, which I found on the Tumblr page, which I'm going to link and save for you guys this time. There's 10 questions, and I'm going to go through them and share stuff with you. What year were you born in? I was born in 1999, basically the ending of 1999, so I don't really count myself as a 90s baby because I don't really know anything from the 90s. Do you have any pictures of yourself when you were younger? If you do, show them. No, unfortunately I don't. My mom has a lot of them, but they are so packed away that I don't want to find them, and my mom doesn't want to find them. So, I don't have any at the moment, I'm so sorry. Oh well, sorry guys. Number 3, what TV shows did you watch growing up? I don't really recall watching a lot of TV. I used to play a lot with dolls and stuffed animals, but I do remember watching Maya and Miguel when I was over with my grandma, Mary Ann, because she didn't have cable. And I also remember watching Recess because I very much so remember the fact that on their bus at the very back, instead of having a normal seat in a one-seater like actual buses, it was just one long back seat, and I was so hyped to sit in that whenever I started school, but then I learned there was rules of the bus and that didn't even exist, and I was very upset. But yeah, and I remember watching Hannah Montana and stuff like that whenever I got a little older. What did you want to do when you were younger? Or what did you want to be when you were younger? A lot of things. First, I wanted to be an artist. That was shut down because my grandma told me that you can't make money being an artist. You'd be a starving artist. And I'm like, great. I think I was like 8 when she told me that. And then after that, I wanted to be a teacher. And then I kind of realized I have no patience. And then I wanted to be a vet, which again was shut down because my stepdad told me there's no way I could be a vet. Because for one, college is expensive, and for two, because I just couldn't put down an animal. Even though I feel like I could. If it was my job and the poor thing was suffering, I could definitely do that. I don't like watching animals suffer. What were your favorite toys to play with? Dolls and stuffed animals. All the way. I loved it so much because they both had very different characteristics. I loved to play with like Live dolls and Monster High dolls and Barbies before that. Not really Barbies, mainly Bratz dolls. They were the thing. Because they were like very realistic and you could move them and make them be whatever you want. But then also stuffed animals were really cool because they were soft and cuddly and you could just chill with them and, you know, you didn't have to worry about them being sassy because they didn't have emotion. What's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? I don't really remember doing it, but my dad loves to tell the story all the time. One time when I was like 3 or something, it was a little after my leg had healed, after my brother broke it. If you want to hear about that story, it's in my story time folder. But my dad had given me these chocolate covered raisins, I think, and they were sugar free. And he gave me a lot of them. And he tells it like this: every time I would take a step, I would fart. So it'd be like I would fart every step. Oh, so I spit on myself. And I don't know, that's embarrassing to me. I don't remember it, but that's what they say I did. And, you know, I mean, I was 3. What you gonna do about it, fam? You gave me the raisins. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a kid. Now, I didn't get my first iPod until like 2011, so I was like 11, yeah, I was like 11 or so. Yeah, I was like 11, okay, calculating in my head. I was like 11 because it was summer whenever I got it, And I remember being really into Minecraft at that time, so I came to Dig, which was a Minecraft parody song. Dig, which was a Minecraft parody song. And then I also really loved, what was it called? Loud by R5. That was my jam. Oh my god, if you don't know what R5 is, who are you? How old are you? But R5 was the best thing ever. I loved them so much. Ross was my queen. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? My first ever Halloween, I was Eeyore. That's so depressing. Oh my god, I used to be Eeyore. Oh god. But I guess that was probably one of the funniest things. I don't really remember my earliest Halloween costumes, but I remember like late elementary school and middle school, I was like a witch. You know, I was a vampire queen. The best. And I was Abby Shuto from NCIS. But I think the funniest one would probably be Eeyore. That one was cute. I liked that. What was something weird that you used to do as a child? Well, let me tell you the story real fast. So my mom, whenever she was pregnant with me, the doctor gave her 2 different medicines, technically. One looked like this and one looked like this. They looked completely different in 2 separate bottles, except for they were the exact same thing, basically. They did the exact same thing. They were like vitamins to help the baby along and to keep sure that you were healthy. Well, because he gave them both to her, she thought that they were different things. So basically she like doubled her medicine, her vitamins every day for me. So whenever I came out, I had a full head of hair and I could lift my head up off the table. Like I was super baby or something. So something that weird that I used to do, at least I consider it weird, I don't know how many babies do this, but I would stack my toys up in my playpen and use them as steps and crawl out. Like, I don't know, I find that weird. Like, why was I thinking so much at that tiny age? Because I was in a playpen. I was like crawling, and I was walking also earlier than the average baby. So that's also something. I was walking a little earlier. But, so I was young, and my brain was spinning fast enough to understand to stack these things up in this formation and crawl out and swing over the edge and escape. Like, how did I do that? I don't understand. Do normal babies do that? I don't remember how old I was. I think I was like a year under, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know, that's weird to me. Also, I used to basically try to kill myself all the time. I would, because I love Cheerios so much, and I guess I did then too. My mom would give me Cheerios, but she could only give me like 2 at a time. Otherwise, I would stuff them so far in my mouth, like so many in my mouth at once, I couldn't breathe. So, you know, I tried to kill myself a lot, baby. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? Again, actually, you know what? No. I was gonna tell the story about how my brother broke my leg, but I don't technically remember that. I just know the story of it. I'm gonna tell you what I do remember. My brother got a whittling kit for Christmas. And I remember sitting in my room, doing my thing as a small kid, playing with dolls or my stuffed animals or something, and all of a sudden, I hear the high-pitched, most terrified scream ever from my brother. He had cut a chunk of his middle finger with his whittling kit because he was doing it incorrectly. And I was so scared that he was going to die. My mom and my dad rushed him off to the hospital. I was alone with my grandma and my younger sister, and I was horrified. I was like, my brother is gonna die. This is the last time I'm ever gonna see my brother. This is horrible. And I was so scared. It was like the worst thing ever. A different scary thing that I remember happening a lot, it was like 2011 and 2012. My brother had told me that in 2012, you know, because that big conspiracy or whatever, the world was going to end in 2012 because of the Mayan calendars or whatever. My brother had told me that during 2012, the apocalypse was going to happen, and I would have to be forced to watch my family get eaten by zombies, and then I was going to get eaten by zombies. I was 12. and my brother told me this. Scarred me for so many years, honestly. Like I think I was like 11, because I think he told me that before 2012. He told me that, and for like 5 years, I hated my life, basically. I went from sleeping downstairs in my own room. I had to sleep upstairs in my sister's room because I was too scared to be alone downstairs in the basement. And I wouldn't go outside at night by myself for anything at all. I hated it. Even if I was with people, it still freaked me out. I still sometimes look over my shoulder, but mainly I'm more afraid of serial killers because they're real. But it freaked me out so much. I had nightmares like every night. I couldn't watch zombie shows, and I couldn't watch my brother play any video games, which I love to do. I had to make sure he wasn't going to be playing a zombie video game. And as time went on, I was like trying to get okay again, and I was basically counseling myself. And I would be like, okay, you can watch your brother play this for 30 minutes, then get out of there because your brain's gonna start thinking. And that's basically when I started getting a lot of anxiety. Thanks, Mikey. Basically broke me. Oh my god. But, so yeah, those are like the scariest things that happened that I remember. That was the throwback tag. Whew. Wow. Sorry I didn't have any pictures of me when I was little. Just imagine a chubbier face, no glasses, and less hair. That's basically what I look like. I'm not that big. I think I was a big baby. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I really hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry it's a lot darker, but really didn't feel like setting up my tripod for this. Plus I had to look at my computer screen, so it kind of looks more like I'm looking at you when I'm looking at my computer screen. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I really hope you did enjoy. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to become a bunny today. And I will see you again in the next one. I love you so much. Check out my social media links down below. And tell me how you think about my schedule. So far, this should be the whole week where I have my schedule in place, except for Tuesday. You would have already seen this because this is going to be going up on the 13th. It should at least. But yeah, so this is going to be up on the 13th, so you would have already seen that Tuesday is a little off from my schedule, but that's fine. If you want to know my schedule, you can check out my earlier videos, or you can ask me down in the comments, and I'm sure I'll slap it right at ya. Anyway guys, peace out, bye bye, freaking bunny, see you guys all in the next one. Remember, you are amazing, and you deserve to live every day the way that you want to live it. Goodbye.